Today we're taking a look at these NHL matches, which are happening on Sunday, November 28, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Washington Capitals vs Carolina Hurricanes. The Capitals are coming off a big win over the Florida Panthers, one of this year's best teams in the NHL. Alexander Ovechkin added to his strong season statistics with 3 goals on 5 shots. Tom Wilson and Evgeny Kuznetsov each came away with 3 points. Throughout the game, Washington's defense did a good job keeping the Panthers from getting offensive opportunities, as they managed just 22 shots on goal. Carolina is coming off a big road win over the Philadelphia Flyers by the score of 6-3. Leading the way was Sebastian Aho, who came away with 2 goals on 7 shots. Tony DeAngelo and Jesperi Kotkaniemi each had 2 total points. Goalie Antti Raanta had a save percentage of 87% as he stopped 20 of 23 shots on goal. Our first betting advice is to pick Carolina Hurricanes. Against Philadelphia, Carolina found their offense again, and that helped carry them to a win over the inconsistent Flyers. The opening period saw the Hurricanes with a 17-6 shot advantage, but they trailed 2-1 after 20 minutes of play. After falling behind in the opening minute of the game, Sebastian Aho tied the game with his 9th of the year, off an assist from Teuvo Teravainen at the 13:40 mark. The Hurricanes gave up the go-ahead goal later in the period. In the second period, Carolina was outshot 12-9, but outscored Philadelphia 4-1 to take a 5-3 lead after 40 minutes of action. Aho scored his 2nd of the game and 10th of the year at the 23-second mark off assists from Martin Necas and Brett Pesce to tie the game. After giving up the go-ahead goal less than a minute after equalizing the score, Jesper Fast retied the game with his 6th of the season at 1:45 off assists from Nino Niederreiter and Ian Cole. Jesperi Kotkaniemi gave the Hurricanes the lead with his 4th of the year at 5:48 off assists from Seth Jarvis and Tony DeAngelo. Steven Lawrence made it 5-3 with his 2nd of the year off assists from Kotkaniemi and DeAngelo at 16:22 of the period. In the third period, Carolina held a 10-5 edge in shots on goal and scored the lone marker of the period to put the game away. Andrei Svechnikov closed the scoring with his 8th of the year at 4:50 off assists from Brady Skjei and Jordan Staal. Antti Raanta made 20 saves for the Hurricanes, who held a 36-23 edge in shots on goal in the victory. Frederik Andersen is expected to get the call in goal for this contest. Our second betting advice is to pick over 5. Tampa Bay Lightning vs Minnesota Wild. Tampa Bay is scoring an average of 3.28 goals per game, which is 11th best in the NHL. The Lightning are averaging 29.8 shots per game, and the power play unit is scoring 20.0% of the time, which is 14th best. Steven Stamkos has scored a team best 11 goals and is the leader in overall points for Tampa Bay with 23. Victor Hedman has a team-high 15 assists, while Stamkos is 2nd with 12. Minnesota must tighten up its blue line as the Wild are allowing an average of 3.05 goals per game, and the penalty kill unit has been successful only 80.0% of the time, which is 20th in the NHL. Minnesota allows an average of 30.4 shots per game, which is 10th best in the league. Cam Talbot has been the mainstay in goal for Minnesota this season, and in 16 appearances is 11.50, with a 2.75 goals against average and .913 save percentage. Our first betting advice is to pick Minnesota. The Minnesota Wild are playing some very good hockey at the moment, as they have won 8 of their last 12 games after crushing the Winnipeg Jets by a score of 7-1. Matt Zuccarello led the attack with 2 goals to give him 6 on the year, while Kirill Kaprizov scored once and added 3 assists. He now leads the team in points with 22. Minnesota comes in leading the Central Division by 4 points over the Nashville Predators. Minnesota has struggled at the defensive end of the ice, as they are 22nd in GPG allowed at 3.05, but they have made up for it with their 4th-ranked scoring offense, putting up 3.60 GPG. Our second betting advice is to pick under 5.5.